then
Yes.
I'm going to put it on the bottom, and when I snap my fingers, the card will appear.
You didn't show it. Our next skit is going to be called The Bookstore. And I'm just going to share with you a couple of each turn takes you home. This was their inspiration of what to create the picture from. And they talked about, when you have a bad day, it's always, somehow you know how long it's going to be, you'll eventually be able to get home. Which is very reassuring. And the ticks and the talks, how the kids spoke a lot this week during yoga and different times about how everything's about time. It seems to be about time. We're rushing here, we're rushing there, and we just don't have enough time. And a little girl, she said, is there any way that we can buy some of that? And I had a very interesting story of a little boy who was in a restaurant, and he was waiting for, they were waiting for a table, and he walked away from his parents. He said, can I go sit on the bench? And he went and sat on the bench, and his mom thought he looked kind of sad. So when the table was ready, she went over and she said, our table's ready, and you're ready to go. She said, why are you sitting here by yourself? And, as I'm sure, the economy has affected everybody, I think sometimes we underestimate how it's affecting our children. And they don't understand all these concepts of financial money. And the little boy looked at his mom and he said, I don't want to hang out with you guys as much anymore because all you talk about is money. He said, and it was very powerful. It changed a lot of the things that the family spoke about and influenced the child. And it was, a positive thing that they did. So the kids really talked about the thing that was most important to them. I've had kids who said, I would easily give up some of my toys and some of my stuff if I, not to have my parents stressed out and not to have. So we've talked a lot about that this week, and the piece with the sunset is very reflective of that, is that we're rushing around, that sometimes we don't even stop and look at the beautiful things that are right in front of us. So that's what we did a lot, searching, through this book. Our next one is The Bookstore.
Imagine a place where words shelter you, ideas uphold you, and thoughts lead you to the secrets. Ooh, my favorite. No! We found it labyrinth. Look, it's so cool. It's a labyrinth.
Our labyrinth was created with tape, and we talked about how a labyrinth is different than a maze because there is no dead ends in a labyrinth. You will eventually always find your way to the end. We did walking. Rachel, you can close them, sweetie. We did walking meditation, where we try, which is sometimes harder than even just sitting still. Because when kids walk, they have one speed, and it's fast. So we did a lot with walking slowly. And, the power that it has on the nervous system is fabulous. It took my nervous system a few times to get it there. But, because they want to go in front of the other person and they can't. So we did it very calmly. And within a few days, we really got to where we could just walk and be very calm and still with that. So that was good. Our next magician.
So I have to say it back here. gonna do that trick I was gonna do, but I guess I could change this into a red deck. So I take a red card. Everybody see it? It's a red card. And I wave it above. I will levitate under this blanket when my lovely assistant will tap on me and give me the signal to rise and go down. And when it wakes